in my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual.
What is going on, everyone? It's Wraith here, back with another video. Now in Season 10, I'm sure all of you guys know this is probably the sweatiest Fortnite season of all time. Everyone knows how to build 90s, everyone knows how to grind creative, everyone is getting better, and every single fight you probably end up in is probably against a good player. Well, most fights that is. Now obviously there's going to be some people who are extremely good in Fortnite, whether you're in arena, whether you're in solos. So basically in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to deal with these players and how to kill people who are better than you, or aka sweat lords. So if you're looking forward to this video, make sure you slap a like button, comment what you want to see for a future video. I reply to everyone's comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you use creator code WraithFN in the item shop. Also, if you guys don't know, I do stream almost every single day, so make sure you check that out in the link in the description, or WraithAM on Twitch. And yeah, that's basically it for today's intro. Let's get right into today's video. So the first tip that I'm going to let you guys know, and this is a very, very important one, is be confident and don't be nervous when you see a good player or a good player rushes you. I know back when the first couple days of Fortnite, well not days, but first couple seasons of Fortnite, whenever a really good player would rush me, you could tell because I do a simple floor wall ramp, which back then was absolutely incredible. I would get nervous and I'd be like, oh my god, this guy's good, we're going to die, blah, blah, blah. And I'd even sometimes try and run away, right? Which basically you shouldn't do. Basically what you need to do is just have more confidence. Be like, I don't care if this guy looks like he can build good. I don't care if he friggin' damaged me for 120 with double headshots. I'm gonna clap this bot. So basically what you need to do is just feel that confidence and be like, I'm a decent player at Fortnite. I can definitely take him on. So basically you, unless he damages you a ton and you're forced to heal, you can rush him and basically feel more confident. Make sure you be like, even if this guy looks pretty good, like I'm definitely better than him, I've practiced more, blah 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 blah, and just feel more confident than that guy. Like even if he looks like a good player, you can't just run away or like box up instantly because you're scared and you don't really want to fight him, or you're nervous, or launch pad away, because he's just going to keep W keying you, and eventually you're just going to get continuously to be nervous and he's going to kill you. So it's very, very important to be confident. Don't shy away from the fight. Don't be nervous. Don't run away just because he looks like a good player. Fight him and win. If you don't win, it's no big deal. Figure out what you did wrong and fix it for the next time. So now the next tip I'm going to say, and this will kind of hold the person off for a while, is get good damage right off the bat, or even a little bit of damage. If he ticks you for 130 or whatever, or even if it just looks like a good builder or good editor coming towards you, try your best to, before you even heal or whatever, to get a couple ticks off on him to make him have to like box up and heal, or just feel a little bit less confident pushing you, because like I said, it's kind of the opposite. The person who has more confidence, as long as there's an equal kind of skill area, will probably win the fight. So if you damage him for even one headshot or even two body shots, he's going to be forced to heal, and he's going to be like, okay, this person's actually a good player. Like even if you're not and he's way better than you, if you just deal a little bit of damage right off the bat, he's going to slow down a little bit. He's going to feel a need to like hold back, hold his reins on, and maybe try and get in an AR fight or something like that, because he's going to think that you're a better player. So obviously, if you get dropped down to 3 HP, probably not the best idea to peek and try and shoot him. It's probably a good idea to heal. But if you're still at like 130, 140, or even if he doesn't touch you, then yeah, instead of maybe trying to build fight him or box up, then maybe play a little bit more offensive and actually shoot at him, making him deal back a little bit and not fight as much. So the next thing is basically, let's say you decide to get in a build fight with this person, and mid build fight you realize that the person's pretty nasty. Like he's building pretty good, he's doing some sick retakes, he takes high ground from you, and basically there's a couple things you can do against players like this once you're in the build fight that he's pretty good. So for example, most good players nowadays will try and build for height, and then once they get to height they'll try and AR, SMG, or combat you, or they'll try and build right over top of you and edit down. So basically what you need to do is play low ground and learn how to play low ground. For example, a really good player who does this is Tfue. Like, for example, he's a 1v1 creative in Bugha, and Bugha would have height most of the games, but Tfue still would win sometimes just because he played low ground, played his peaks, wait for Bugha to make a bad peak, and would shoot him, and then just go back towards the builds or build above him. And basically, it's a very, very irritating playstyle to play against, because low ground's honestly sometimes better than high ground is, especially if you know how to play it and you don't just overbuild, because if someone overbuilds and they just play from height, doesn't technically mean they're at the advantage, right? So if you see that the person's a very good builder and just overbuilds over top of you or retakes high ground almost instantly, just play from height, wait for the person to drop down or make a mistake or a bad peek, and then deal some good damage. Like I said, Tfue is a very good player at this. He's a good builder, don't get me wrong, but he's not the best builder comparable to some pros like Sway. Well, not pro players, but very good builders like Sway or MSF Clicks or Bugha or whoever it is. He may not be as good as them, but he knows how to play his angles and low ground very, very well. So the next tip I'm going to give is basically keep it simple, because they're going to try and be fancy. Kind of like what I said at the build part, where they're going to either try and overbuild for height, or they're going to try and box, like build over top of you, edit down, and then shoot you. So basically all you need to do is just play simple and try and be aware of what they're going to do. So basically you can kind of try and predict what they're going to do. So for example, a really good player, I know if you guys are both battling for height, what a lot of people will do will be and try and place down a floor and a cone over top of you, and then edit the floor and cone and shotgun you before you even have a chance. So maybe what you can do is, if someone tries to do that specific play to you, is instead of trying to run away, turn your back and double ramp outwards, just wait for him to edit and then pump him, because obviously a lot of people will turn away and try and push back for height, or they'll be scared to get him pumped, so they'll try and turn away, when in reality if you take that shot, he's not going to be expecting it, and also you're not going to get shot in the back. Or once you get in the fight for a little bit, you can start to realize how he kind of play. Is he trying to cone you and then box you up and then try and get a trap kill? Is he trying to ramp over top of you, cut the ramp in half and shoot you? You can kind of see right away how people play, and you got to try and predict and keep it simple against good players, because like I said, they're always going to try and go for the flashy edit or the trap box or whatever the case is, right? So if you only keep it simple, be aware of when they're going to make the edit. If they're going to make the trap box, then you can counter it and actually get some good damage in. And sometimes they might even mess up. If they're just screwing around with edits, trying to like do a fake edit here and then a window edit here and then a other window edit here, like whatever, doing some really fancy edits or whatever, just spray them. Like, they're not going to be ready for that. They're just going to be like, oh, I'm going to show off right now, blah, 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 blah. And then basically you just spray him and they're going to be like, oh my god, like this is dust. And then their confidence is even going to drop even more. Now basically the last tip I can give you, and this is a very, very, very important one and probably the best one you can do, is to simply make it so you can become more advanced in the fight and have a better chance at winning, is boxing up. Now I recently just made a video about this on literally how to box fight almost every single good play you can do. Now obviously I missed out on a couple, but around 7 minutes of that video was just strictly good tips on how to box fight when you're on the aggression or on the defensive. But basically, if you learn how to box fight and you can box fight pretty well, it doesn't matter how good they can build, how good they can edit, what their accuracy is, because if you can box fight, you can have the advantage. Now obviously if you're at 60 ping or 30 ping, you got to be aware that some good players could have 0 ping or they could have really low ping, so you got to be aware of that, and you got to make sure that if they start to take your walls instantly, you back out. Probably can't box fight, or you're going to have to be aware that they're going to take your wall pretty easily. So that's obviously one kind of negative about box fighting, is if you have high ping, you got to be even more aware. But if you have low ping, or even if you have high ping, you can still box fight properly, and it kind of takes away the advantages of what they can do. Like I said, building, editing, aiming, whatever the case is. So if you feel like they're a good player and you get damaged for a lot and you have to heal, or even if they just overbuild and you can't get any good shots, just box up. Wait for them to make a mistake, drop down. Again, if they don't have 0 ping and you have 20 ping, they probably have, like, because normal I'd say average ping would be around 30. most time they're gonna have 30 ping. So if you can just wait for them to make a mistake and continuously pickaxing or getting frustrated or whatever the case is, then you can make a really good edit, deal some really good damage on them, get a kill, or even, like I said, deal 100 damage pump or 80 damage combat, and then you can go on the aggression, and the good players will feel, oh my god, like this guy's actually good, I'm panicking, what do I do, blah blah blah, gonna back off, try and heal, and then you provide the aggression, and then you go on the attack, and trust me, it will allow you to win the fight way more often if you're on the attack than you're on the defensive against a good player. So I mean, hopefully these tips helped. If they did, again, make sure you slap a like button. Comment what you want to see for a future video. Like I said, I'm always reading your guys' comments, and I'm trying my best to reply to every single one of them. Make sure you like this video. I think I already said that, but hit that subscribe button, and make sure you guys use creator code WraithFN in the item shop. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace!